Welcome to my St. Maarten, sweet St. Maarten land, a land of gastronomical delight, a culture filled with passion and rhythm and color and texture. This is St. Maarten, my sweet St. Maarten. Welcome to the friendly island, sweet St. Maarten land. Sweet St. Maarten land, your home away from home. Your memories created here are timeless. Until we meet again, my island awaits you with open arms.
Oh, that was beautiful. And having just gotten back, I was looking at all those spots and saying, I was there, and I knew where everything was. So it was just so nice to have a nice refreshed visit. So it's wonderful to be back today because we're going to be talking as we go into the summer season about how amazing St. Maarten is for families. It is such a treasure trove for, I'm looking at the pirate hat and I'm laughing to myself, but literally a treasure trove of experiences. And I was fortunate to be able to partake in some of them, but there's so many more. And I think that, as we roll in and even in advance for festive season and spring break for next year and all of the things that we want to start planning ahead for families and children, it is the complete destination with so much more than just a beach. So we're thrilled to have all of our guests here. We've got Marla from the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau. We have Joan from Divi Resorts. We've got George from Parrottville, who I met in person and had such a good time at his establishment. And then we've got Raphael from the Rusty Parrot Pirate Experience. So we're going to go around the room as we usually do, give everybody an opportunity to share a little bit about their products and then what's happening in their orbit. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it right over to our dear friend Marla, who handles marketing for North America for the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau. So over to you.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you guys for joining us this time around with the family chat on vacationing in St. Maarten. So I'm going to jump right into my presentation really quickly so we can all have some time to present. Let me know if you're seeing my screen, please.
You're all good. Go right ahead.
Okay, perfect. As usual, we welcome you to the island. Of course, coming into the island, we do have certain COVID requirements that you would have to meet. Please visit the stmaartenentry.com or St. Maarten eHas. They both interlink, and they'll give you all of the most updates for coming into the island. We also have an insurance, a very affordable insurance plan for persons coming into the island, and it basically covers everything and anything COVID related. St. Maarten also have a safe seal, which is certified. And all of the certified by WHO and CARFA, and all of the participating hotels or restaurants, excursions on the dot side does have this symbol up on their place of establishment, just to let everyone know that we are observing the social distancing. So where's St. Maarten located? We're about 2.5 hours from Miami, about 3 hours from New York. And then, of course, we have various other connecting flights or direct flights to the island. We are nestled between Anguilla and St. Bart's, and we are here waiting on you to come in. Some of our direct services are from JetBlue, from Delta, American Airlines, United, Spirit, and of course, we are so happy to mention that we have a seasonal flight from Dallas, fairly new, and then we also have a flights coming in from Frontier Airlines, and they will be coming in. I'm sorry, the logo is not there, but they'll be starting from Orlando and from Miami on July 10th. So sorry about that. So this is the beautiful view you get when you're coming into the wonderful island of St. Maarten. While we have 2 airports, you will be landing on the Princess Juliana International Airport located on the Dutch side. Okay, those slides, sorry. So a bit about the island. We like to consider ourselves as 2 heartbeats in one, nestled in the Caribbean with French, Dutch. Official languages on the Dutch side is Dutch, on the French side is French, but not to worry, English is widely spoken. We also accept the US dollars, and our borders are open. So you can actually go back and forth between the French and the Dutch side as often as you like and as long as you like to. So the capital of the French side is Marigot. And of course, again, the language is French. We have euros on the French side, and it's about 32,500 inhabitants. And it's the larger portion of the island, 21 square miles. While the Dutch side, located more on the southern side of the island, the capital is Philipsburg. Official language is Dutch, Florin, Guilders, or NAF, which is represented by the currency as well. And we have about 42,000 people, and of course, the smallest side of the island. So please join me and let me give you a virtual quick tour of the island. This is just a little layout of places you can go. You can see we're very hilly and surrounded by beautiful waters. And then we're gonna hop over to Marigot, where we have the traditional market days on Saturday and Wednesdays. However, sometimes the marketplace is open throughout. And then you'll have a little souvenir area where you can buy your little wraps, paintings, and what have you that you can take back to family, friends, and loved ones. And then for those who want those exclusive upscale shopping, you can visit the West Indies Mall. Of course, Marigot have a bit of hiking, so you can hike up to Fort St. Louis and look down at the marina, St. Louis Marina, where you can actually charter boats as well. Then we hop over to Philipsburg, commonly known as town by the locals, so referred to as town. Philipsburg has beautiful architecture with our replica of what is our Dutch in us. So this little area is called Old Street, and it has a number of little cafes, restaurants, and different visit. You can also stroll over to the boardwalk, catch up with some of the history about the Captain Hodge Pier, or scroll along in Philipsburg and visit our beautiful murals. We have about 12 murals, and this project has been extended, so we will have a lot more to come. We have different varieties of hotels, resorts, all-inclusive properties, boutique resorts, bed and breakfast, guest houses, villas, timeshare, Airbnb, apartment hostels, or anything that you would love to have, including all-inclusive for adults only or kids, luxury resorts. We also have private little villas where it's on the beach side or condos in the hillside, family friend resorts as well, and timeshare properties, which of course you can definitely take advantage of. And then there's spacious accommodations, whether you're traveling with just 2 or 4 or 6 person, we have the kind of accommodations, boutique hotels as well. So this is part of this fish market. To prepare for the tasty gastronomical foods you find in St. Maarten, whether it's the fancy upscale lunches or dinners on the beach side, or hanging out at the Lolos, you have quite a variety of options. We have over 350 different restaurants to choose from. We kind of try to shortlist some that would be of interest to you on both French and Dutch sides of the island. So exploring the islands is fairly easy. You can visit the different museums, art galleries, hang out with some of the locals and learn about the dishes that they prepare with the arts surrounding you. Hop over to the beaches. We have 37 beaches, and of course they vary whether it's very active and the Orient Beach or Grand Cause Beach, which we just saw, or you can have family-friendly beaches as well. Captain your own vessels on the rider tours. This can be done with family or friends, or you can also sail over to the different catamarans. And of course, plane spotting is one of the more bigger activities for those adventure lovers. Hop over to the Nectar. And of course, then up to the zip line where you have the 360 deck and a beautiful view of most of the island, whether it's on the front side or the dot side. And then zip right down and then go hiking as well. We have hiking at different parts of the island, whether it's coastal or up the mountains. Our beautiful forts. Lottery Farm, where you can have hiking, you can go to zip line as well, but just relax at the pool and have some of the snacks that they serve. You can also get very creative with creating your own scent at the Tijon Perfumery. Shopping, of course, is essential. Visit the Guava Berry Emporium where you can sample different liquors, or hop over to Toppers where you can actually have a sample of their rum with a gelato ice cream for the kids and sit back and have a beautiful St. Maarten beer. After all of that exploring, you can also hop over and get into one of our mega yachts, which are available on the island for rent, or you can actually go to the moorings and sail over in one of the smaller boats with a yacht, a crew or not. The 12 meters is a very, very interesting concept of the sailing. And it is because we have the original boats from Stars and Stripe and Canada, which you actually become a part of the crew. You can also paddle over take the ferry over to Pinel Key and spend the day. They have 2 restaurants, restrooms, as well as beach chairs. So there's plenty to do while you're there hanging out. Enjoy the underwater scenery at Tiki Hut. Hop over to St. Bart's or one of the neighboring islands at St. Bart's, St. Eustatius, Anguilla. Or you can take a plane to St. Eustatius, Tortola, St. Kitts, and Nevis. So quite a few things to do while on island. So thank you very much, Gabrielle, again for this opportunity. And I will turn the floor over to our next presenter, which I believe is Joan from Divi Little Bay Beach Resort. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. My name is Joan Sampson. I'm super excited to be part of this presentation, and would like to give you a short rundown on what we have to offer. I'll start with inviting you to view a 2-minute video. And from there, I'll be going into giving you some further information on the property. May I ask that somebody lets me know if you can see it?
Yep, you're coming in clear.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll just take a moment to run down the services that we have on property, just so that you have an idea on that. So in total, we have 211 rooms, of which there only 34 are hotel rooms. The others are all suites. With that, I need to mention that we are predominantly a timeshare resort. Um, Within that, we have 5 restaurants, 3 bars. We have a gourmet deli where you can get some sandwiches and salads for on the go. The 3 pools, which are free-form pools, a relaxing spa where you can get all the services you want, a water sports center where you can get dive certified, you can rent the dive equipment, but you can also just rent for a certain amount of time the equipment such as the paddle boards, kayaks, snorkel equipment, and even floaties if you so care. There's a small shopping arcade with boutiques, mini market. The gym is in that same section, and Port Amsterdam Cafe is there as well. So it's all very conveniently located so that all of the guests immediately see that it's there and can make use of it. The gym has the necessary equipment that you'd expect from a gym, and just to be able to stay fit if you so desire. We've got great parking. There's a car rental on site. We have a taxi booth where you can get taxis to go and explore the island. There's concierge services on property and 24-hour front desk services. And then, of course, the best of all, our Divi, or actually our little bay beach. That's what it's all about, I would want to say. Then we work with all the major players when it comes to wholesalers, tour operators, online booking possibilities, as well as we work with currently Interval International, which is the timeshare organization that we're with. Then we focus primarily on the individual and group bookings, but also certain niche group possibilities, such as the wedding. That's where we see our biggest possibility for growth. We actually service weddings as small as just the bride and groom getting married to groups of in the hundreds that wish to get married on island. Then currently we're really benefiting quite a lot from the cruise ship business that the cruise ships have recently started using St. Maarten as their port of call. So we're because of our proximity to the harbor, we're really getting quite a lot of short-term reservations for that pre and post their cruise, but also longer stays. So we're really seeing that that's benefiting us tremendously. Then a very exciting new project that we've been working on already for a little longer than a year, but we are opening a new wing to the property, which is called Oceans. Oceans will be 98 additional rooms, of which 90 will be hotel rooms, and there will be 8 suites on the top floor. This really bringing our hotel room pool to 124, which is super exciting for the fact that now we will really be able to get more into the group business. Small and medium-sized groups will be targeting, and that's definitely something that we're very excited seeing happening in December. So in total, once those rooms are open, we'll have 309 rooms at Divi. Then these room accommodations will be high-end accommodations, really catering to the hip and trendy. We'll be predominantly selling them to with an all-inclusive plan, and This is the plan at the moment. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility for that to change up somewhat, but that is the current plan for those particular rooms. And then something not so exciting, but still indeed important to mention, that is that we currently are requesting our guests still to maintain their, how do you call that, the social distancing, wearing a wearing of PPE in the public areas. So we're really asking for them to, let's say at front desk and when walking into the stores, to make use of those. However, not in the outdoor areas. So with that saying, I just wanted to mention as well that we have 3 days that we're doing testing on site, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And this is done through a third party. There is a charge for it, but it is super convenient for the guests. They can sign up online, and it can be done on property. That is only for the antigen testing. For the PCR testing, for that they will need to go to a clinic or to a lab. Then in closing, I just wanted to show you a really short video again on the property to keep that in mind. And if there are any questions you may have after that, please do mention that in the Q&A afterwards. Thank you. Thank you, and up to the next presenter.
Okay, we'll bring in George. If you want to go ahead and share your screen, wonderful. And just make sure you unmute yourself so we can all hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Okay, wonderful. Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to our presentation about Parrotville. We're happy to be here this morning to share all our information about the bird park. Right, this is a unique, a magical place. Parrotville is unique. It's the only one in the Caribbean. All right, so we're going to go into the whole detail about Parrotville. All right, so my name is George Parrot. I'm the owner and the founder of Parrotville. Right, I always had a passion for birds. Birds was like my life. You know, I come home from work, it's bird, early in the morning, it's about birds. And then it turned into a hobby. From a hobby, it went into a business, right? Parrotville was officially open on December 29th, 2015. And during that period, we were doing pretty good. Lots of customers, lots of kids from the school. But unfortunately, during Irma, the bird park was destroyed. If you look on the far right above, there's a picture of the damage of the bird park. And it was very challenging to restore the bird park. The reason why I say that, there was a shortage of materials on the island. And we have to wait months after to rebuild the island. So this is how Parrotville reopened the doors in 2018. So Parrotville consists of an aviary, a museum, botanical garden, and a medicinal plant. And we do offer guided tours of the park. Now, if you look here, there's some beautiful pictures about some of the birds that we have in the park. I noticed that Rusty Parrot said he gets some pictures from the bird park, and I do believe it's from this pheasant on the top here. This is a Lady Amos pheasant. It's a pheasant that you find over in India. That's the origin of the birds, right? Parrotville is home to basically 150 birds. about 26 species of birds from all over the globe. We do have birds from Africa. We do have birds from Australia, from South America, from Indonesia, and also we do have some local birds, right? So we have birds such as parakeets, conures, ringnecks, macaws, cockatoo, quails, pheasants, and so on. Some of our birds are very close to us, and we do have names, right? When you walk into the park, please, you could ask for our pair of doves, which one name is Hope, the other one name is Peace. And it's not by mistake to get those names, because Hope went into Hope get into a tragedy, and trust me, he survived. Right? We have one by the name of Peanut as well. Peanut is one of the most friendly birds in the park. Peanut is a green chicanio. It's a species that you find in South America, places like Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina. And if you move on, we're gonna have Wico. Wico is an Amazon parrot, which is a beautiful bird. And he started to mimic a few words. So at this moment, he could say hello, he could say his name and so on. But I'm gonna show you guys a clip of some of the birds, how we hand raise them. So these birds have to be hand fed basically 4 times a day at this age, right? Yeah, that was just a clip of the birds hand feeding. And if you look here before you, there's some pictures of birds on people's head, on the hand. Those of you been to the park before, you will see that. Anyway, there's a landing place on your body, the bird will set on you. You know, that's an example that the birds are hand fed. And they're very close to anyone that walk into the park. They look at you as the parents who has a good body. And before leaving the park, you're gonna make a right on the outside. There's a heritage museum, which is wonderful. You know, we have a lot of kids from various parts of the island. We do have kids comes in from St. Bart's, from Anguilla, from Statia Sabre to visit this wonderful museum. It talks about the history of St. Maarten, the history of our ancestors, and the way of life our people live on the island. Because St. Maarten has a very, very unique culture, which most of you know that we basically have over 127 nationalities on the island. But everyone lives very well together. We don't have a problem. We welcome everyone. So the museum talks about the salt pond, about the sugarcane, the cotton, the tobacco, and there are lots of fruit trees on the inside, pictures of fruit trees on the inside that we demonstrate to the guests or the kids. Because after the tour of the museum, we do have a quiz. So we would like that people coming to the museum to pay close attention to the museum. And that same area outside of the museum, you will see there's a botanical garden, right? There's also a lot of medicinal plants. Now we have one of the most talked about plant today in the garden, which is a vervine or verven. Some people call it different names. This plant has a lot of medicinal benefit. Most islands in the Caribbean, you find it. It was originated, I think, from Africa. So we carry a wide varieties of plants and flowers in our beautiful garden. And we are so friendly that every time we have extra plants, we give them to our guests for visiting our park. So anytime you step in there and there's a little plant that you see, we will be happy to give it to you all. Now, guys, buckle up. We're going to go into the park and you will see what inside of the park will look like. All right, there's some beautiful, beautiful pictures of the park on the inside. Let me see if I could get it. 1 minute, please. Yes, okay, I got it. And I forgot to mention that Parrottville also cater for birthday parties, any kind of event, you know. We do have the facilities for that. So I'll be happy to see you guys anytime at Parrottville. And basically, people don't need reservation. You could just walk in at any time. We don't take reservation. So hope to see you guys anytime, and thanks for having us on this event. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Rusty Parrot.
Thank you, thank you. So my name is Rafael Dora, and I'm representing the Rusty Parrot, which is a new attraction about Pirates of the Caribbean. So we are located in Phillipsburg by Pointe Blanche, next to the cruise ship terminal. And so our main point of view is the building itself. So when you arrive, you see the building, which is a landmark that looks like a pirate ship. So the whole idea is to come up from far and already ask yourself, what is it? It's a family attraction, and inside you can find pirate experience, which is multimedia stories about Jack Rackham. So it's a really famous pirate that was around the Caribbean. He is the one who designed the Jolly Roger, the really famous pirate flag. And we wanted to tell this story because it's really exciting. There is a lot of twist about his life, and he was a flamboyant pirate, always dressed up well. And I mean, there is way more things I would like to tell you, but it's all inside the pirate experience. So in the pirate experience, you walk through and hear music, stories, projections, everything. You're 360 submerged by the story. I will show you a little video about it, and then I'll talk about it more. So it is a family-friendly experience, and it's in 5 languages. We have it in English, in French, in Dutch, Spanish, and German. So any groups would come and visit the experience, and it's catered to their language, and it's all the same experience, but for each different nationalities. After you visit the experience, you are offered to go on the top deck of the Rusty Parrot, and it's there as well a family friendly and a really part of the whole Rusty Parrot. There is a view 360 degrees of the bay of Great Bay Beach, and we really pushed the family experience because we really wanted to bring in games, and we're actually building a park, a small netting area for kids to jump around and slide down. So it is going to be really like a big feature of the Rusty Parrot. We during the Corona time, we got a lot of groups, local groups, and it's really nice to see those kids enjoying the place and really taking it for themselves. Of course, pirates made people dream, and kids as well, but also all the families. So we also have, for the parents, we have a full-fledged bar. We are making our own rum, so we doing the traditional French rhum arrangé way, which is we take a rum and then we macerate some fruits in it and cane sugar and let it rest for a few weeks until the whole flavor is inside the rum. So even for, as I say, the parents can have a drink on the top deck. There is a bar, and then at nighttime we also have some events. So once in a while we put up the lights and we welcome people at night as well. And then once you come down from the top deck, you can go by the shop, and we have a full shop full of amazing treasures and pirates items. So apart from our rum, obviously, but yes, we have all the. This is not straight, but we also feature some displays of all the ancient furnitures and ancient artifacts. So we also found, while we were digging the land, we found a cannonball. So this is also something we feature there, and then you can listen more to the stories of pirates. And we think that the families could come by and enjoy the Rusty Parrot for the full experience. And I really appreciate the time to explain and to present the Rusty Parrot. Thank you very much.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much to all of our presenters. You can just go ahead and unshare that screen. We'll just bring it back and say goodbye to everybody. It's been really wonderful to sort of showcase so many of these lovely opportunities. And what I mentioned again is just really, I had the opportunity to see things from a different point of view. Last time I was in St. Maarten was years ago, and I was not a mom. Now I am. So there's many, I saw it from a different perspective, but really just such special touches. And really it's just an island where nobody's ever bored, and there's never any shortage for things to do, and quite a few family-friendly products as well. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. I hope you learned a little something, and we'll put everybody's contact information in the comment links so that you can be able to see everybody and to get in touch with everybody should you have more questions. But thank you again so much, and we hope to see you and your families all in St. Maarten. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.